she discovered this. She was working 2 jobs. And so I'm going to have her come on and share her story with you guys, because some of you listening right now might be going, but Michelle, I have a full-time job. Can I do this? So let Amy, I'll let you take it away, Amy.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I really want to talk to all you hard workers working 2 jobs and never home, wanting their time back. That was me, right? Here I found myself, single mom, no help, and one job wasn't enough. I was in the trucking industry for over 20 years and I waitressed part-time in the evenings and weekends. I worked every holiday. My jobs came before my kids because that's what I thought I had to do. But I am here to tell you that's not the only way to do things anymore. I didn't even understand that, right? My daughter put me on TikTok to watch her dance. That's the only reason I found this. I was not on social media. I'm kind of like a unicorn, right? I worked 18 hours a day. I knew nothing about social media. I knew nothing about marketing, sales. I had no prior experience. I knew nothing. But what I did have is I had the want and the will to get my time back. I was sick of struggling. I now make in a week what took me a month. And I didn't know anything when I started, all by plugging in for 3 hours a day to this program. But what I want to tell you is it is completely doable. Here I am for 3 straight years, working 18 hours a day and a single mom. I was able to fit this in my time throughout my day. I would utilize 30 or 40 minutes in the morning while I was getting ready for work, my first job, during my lunch hour, during my breaks, in between jobs. Any little bit of extra time I had, I dedicated to the training, the Zooms, the live mentorship, and I just gave 110% for those 2 to 3 hours a day. That's what I did. And I had all the cards stacked against me that this would not work. I had no prior experience. I didn't even know what digital marketing was. It was crazy, right? But man, I wanted that time back. That's what I wanted more than anything, because I got tired of looking at my kids knowing that they were not going to have their mom home that day. Mm-hmm. And that, as a parent, breaks your heart. Breaks your heart. You will do anything for your kids, but yet we put our jobs before them because that's what we thought we had to do. I was at a point in my life, I was very disappointed at 50 years old where I was, and I needed things to change. Even though I didn't know where this would take me, I prayed about it. I stuck to it. And in 9 months, 10 weeks, I was able to quit both of those jobs, you guys, because of this. I was learning and earning at the same time. I was able to generate an income that would provide for me and my family. And I seen right away that this was longevity. I could turn this into my full-time job and be home. By 12 weeks in, I became a stay-at-home mom for the first time and was generating an income in 1 week that took me a month in those 2 jobs. I was getting my time back. As you've seen, in 9 months, I hit 100 grand. Are you kidding me? I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, it's happening, you guys. No more struggling. Now we can just jump in the car. We can take vacations together. I can be there for your volleyball, your basketball, whatever it is. I can be there now. Last week, my daughter graduated. I dedicated full-time 5 straight days to her. My business was out there working for me because I learned how to set it up. My business was out there doing its job. My son ended up in the hospital on Monday. He was in there until today. A year ago, my son was in the hospital and I could not spend the time with him because that job came before him.
Mm.
Not this year. And I was still able, all 4 days, be able to generate an income because of this system, because of what I've learned, and because of automations. Please listen to me when I say this. Take an opportunity that is being handed to you to get your life back and be there for your kids and yourself for once. You can do this. You can.
That's so
Thank you.
good. Sorry to hear about your son.
Yeah, gallbladder. He had, yeah, no good, but it's gone. He's home now and we're good. But
Good.
it just makes me just know how blessed I am to have this business. I
Yeah.
didn't have to make that decision this time.
Yeah. That's
So
so good. That's the best part.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that he's all good.